Hey Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do an August energy reading on you, on your person, on the energies coming towards you. I'm going to also do a energy checkup on you guys in about 2 weeks or so. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so that we can see if there are in fact any changes to this particular timeline and storyline that I'm about to read to you guys. Now this could be your personal message. I don't know whose energy I'll be picking up, but I'm going to tell you here some of the things may resonate, some may not. If your energy does come through strongly, or if you just want to get your own reading that is specifically made for you, read specifically about you and your person, see how they see the situation, think or feel about you at this time, I'll leave my email and a link below. This link is not to pay to get a general extended reading. You are going to be getting a personal reading from me, okay? That's going to be delivered to you, specifically made for you, read specifically about you. Now, I'm using the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. In fact, I just got this in today. I'm very excited to use it with you guys. So all of this right now is pretty much my first impressions. I'm going to be reading it intuitively along with its little white book that it came with, because I know it's kind of close to the Rider-Waite meanings, but the reason why this deck captured me and made me feel like I just had to have it was because of its twist in its meaning. So it has a little bit of a dark, humorous, quirkiness, sad, deep vibes, okay? It literally says growing is like dying on the box. It's mixed with a little bit of sweet and sad. Comes with instructions on how to use it, but this was actually what came out in your pre-shuffle here, Aquarius. I had the Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Now traditionally I would say you would probably had a choice, okay? In your recent or distant past you had a choice between two people, couldn't decide maybe who to pick, or if not, this wasn't you, this maybe was your person. You knew you were maybe in a third party situation, or you were maybe wondering, okay, so what the hell is up? Okay, are you seeing somebody? Do you want to rather be with somebody else? Okay, then if so, you know, cut me loose and I know I'm out of here. If this wasn't them, you could have felt also. See, this deck gives me and sends me on a different vibe, other than just somebody here couldn't really decide if they were open to love or not, or who they were going to pick, if it was going to be this person or that person. This was actually more, to me right now, you couldn't really even believe it was happening. It sends a whole different vibe in this reading. I feel like you met somebody here, because with the Ten of Cups and the Lovers, okay, this is a well-balanced, well-suited match. These two people found each other and it felt like fate. You can see them holding hands. They also ironically kind of look like each other. They were just the perfect match. In a little short time when they met each other, you know, well, maybe this was you, this was them, but the energies here going on between the two of you was like, it felt like you guys were in your own little worlds here. The Lovers in this deck, you know, they are on cloud nine. You know, nothing and no one else exists except for them. You know that feeling here when you fall in love with somebody, you stop seeing a lot of your friends, or maybe your whole focus and attention is just, for a very short amount of time, is just completely infatuated on just this connection. They're just completely in each other's energy, like constantly. Either you guys were talking a lot, texting back and forth a lot, or there's just, you know, this intense feelings here felt right away. And it was really hard and difficult to believe or accept. You could see this person who's looking in the mirror, she's wondering here, is that really my reflection? Can I really trust what it is that I'm seeing here? Or is it just something that I want to see? You know, is this just something that I want to believe? And I feel like this was maybe, if it wasn't in your mind, it wasn't theirs. Okay, the energies that came through here, somebody's like, am I just really wanting to be in love with this person? Am I really hoping that it is exactly what it is? Or is it really? I mean, a mirror reflection is sometimes it's what you see, but it's hard to believe. You know, maybe it's a very flattering mirror. Who knows? Maybe she's just in denial. Now I'm seeing here with the King of Wands coming out, this could have been a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius you were dealing with. It could be a Gemini. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. Could be another air sign like yourself, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I'm seeing here with this Queen of Wands coming out, the King of Wands usually isn't scarce on dates, you know. They're not deprived of dates by any means. He goes after what he wants, and he knows how to play the game. He is he knows how to get the ladies. He knows the words to say. I mean, this could be a he or she is well experienced. Okay, now this could be a fuck boy, fuck girl. You never know. But I'm seeing here that this person maybe have actually, it may have started out that way. There was a little bit of competition here. There was a little bit of desire here to maybe see if I can get that girl, get her number. Maybe if I could see to, you know, if we could hook up or do something together. If this wasn't you, this was them. There was a little bit of like, oh, I'm gonna go after this person. I'm gonna see if I can actually get them. You know, there's that little bit of that chase, you know. But was it because of love? No, I think it was more of a passionate desire in the beginning, because not much was offered here. Not much was offered, but, you know, I think you guys were both on for the ride. You know, we got Johnny Depp here in the Chocolate Factory. He's like, okay, well, I'm just going to tell you, you're going to see a lot of crazy things, and this is not your typical usual dating scene, but come on, let's go. Make sure you guys are buckled up and don't do anything crazy, nothing crazy that I would do, because you know, in the, you know, Johnny Depp, I don't really, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, there were a lot of people who came out and had been carried out of the factory by medical personnel. They were not leaving the factory in the same condition as they were in when they first went in. In fact, a lot worse. They were beaten, they were misformed, they were, some of them were crippled, right? But I'm seeing here, you know, this is like, well, you were excited, I was excited. We both went into this like, hey, let's do this. I mean, every one of those people, contestants that went in, were fighting for that ticket, were fighting to get inside. They would have given all an arm and a leg just to be there. And he's like, okay, well, come on in. And so there's that feeling here, if you know what I'm saying, there's that feeling of like, I want this, I really want this. But I'm actually not sure where this is going. I'm just going for the ride. You know, I am thinking I'm going to enjoy this ride. I have nothing but high expectations of this, at least the thrill for the ride, you know, at least good for entertainment, whatever it was that came initial about this relationship. I feel it feels very just thrill-seeking to me. But then what ended up happening as the two of you really got to know each other, it became a really well-suited match. You guys felt like it was a really good match, as did Charlie and Johnny Depp in the Chocolate Factory, right? He actually was not all that excited about meeting these children. He has actually no fond of these kids or children. But then there was something very particular about Charlie. that he in the very end was what? Willing to donate his whole entire enterprise to him. You know, this little boy who he seemingly had no interest in the very beginning. I mean, there were a bunch of them, right? And so here I feel like it was very interesting how these two people met each other. It almost feels serendipitous. It feels like fate. Well, at least that's what's coming out in this reading here. But here, this is what blocked everything from the King of Wands and the Lovers. You see this King of Wands making a very small offer. Here we have the Page of Pentacles. There's no promises here. I'm just promising here that you might have a good time. Okay, just come on in. The water's nice and warm, but I'm not going to promise here that you will make it out unscarred, you know, because some of those kids did come out pretty wounded, pretty crippled, and some of them came out a little bit misformed, deformed. But here we have the High Priestess. I'm actually being shown here this King of Wands, when they met his suited match, or this could have been you, this could have been them, they played this like game. Okay, they played this game as they normally would play to everybody else. They went into this thing as they would with anybody else, but then they realized very quickly and shortly on that they had actually more feelings than they were really letting on. So that kind of changed the whole trajectory of this relationship here with the High Priestess coming out. This person started to act in a way where, whoa, maybe I gotta protect myself. Maybe I gotta protect my heart. You know, this was supposed to be something casual here. This was supposed to be just something a little bit fun. You know, we weren't really gonna do anything besides maybe have a good time together. But as you can see here, and why I also love this deck so much, look at the High Priestess. The High Priestess is usually someone who is extremely intuitive, right? There's that intuitive inkling, that feeling like you know something but you don't know why you know it. This is the same thing as how it's represented here. She is actually, and why I also really love this deck is because, I mean, it's so warm towards animals. They really emphasize the loving aspects of these, you know, these little tiny critters, furry animals, fur babies. She's actually grabbing the mice into her caress, into her, you know, taking care of them, because she feels like there's something up with the cat, right? Maybe something bad is going to happen to these tiny mice here. So she's going to put them on her. She's going to take them around and put them under her care. Now, you don't really know if it's because she's seen it actually happen before, that maybe a mouse was being chased by a cat and was victimized, hurt, or brutally damaged by it. Or does she just have this weird, uncanny knowing that that's just the case? That's just natural, and that's just the feeling that she has. And so this King of Wands kind of felt like, okay, maybe I also have to protect myself and protect my heart, because maybe something here is going to happen. You know, there's that feeling here of somebody getting hurt and they don't want to get hurt. And so it made the other person here, I feel like the two of you is really funny, because you guys were almost like mirror reflections of each other. Both kind of had the same feeling, but the both intentions here initially was playing games. But you two have met your match here with the Lovers. That was what is really beautiful. Now I'm going to take a look here and see what the future holds for the two of you, Aquarius. We can look into this person if you want. Just go ahead and email me. You can book a reading with me for $33.33. But I'm getting here what happened is, yeah, either you felt guarded, you put your guard up, you decided maybe, you know what, okay, they're going to play me, they're going to play around, I'm going to play the game back at them. But see, that mirror thing behind it all, behind all that thing. It was somebody here who's actually really afraid to get hurt. Felt like maybe I need to guard myself, you know. Maybe I need to reconsider what this is and where this is going. See, here we have with the Strength card coming out, this couldn't have explained the reading even better. You see here it talks about vulnerability. This person really had to take off its mask. I told you, I was getting throughout your whole reading that both of you guys, this person that you were dealing with, Aquarius, was wearing a mask. And that's funny how it's Yoda right there. Okay. But in this deck, you know, both people here, you know, she's wearing a mask. He's coming off like, you know, he's the shit. He's king of the jungle, you know, nobody can mess with him. But really, under it all, right, strength really exists in a tender care caress, or in a tender caress given in an open vulnerability. So both of you guys couldn't really be open with each other. Open vulnerability was what was kept away, but you guys both wanted to. And now strength looks with love into the eyes of what she fears, knowing that is the way to find her true self. She really wanted to let him know how she really felt about him, but she couldn't really say it. It was either you or him, or you or it doesn't matter, he, who, she. But that's what this was. Okay. We have the Empress here. She has the ability to make it. She really wants to create something out of it. And we have the Strength, the Empress, and the Star, Aquarius. I'm telling you, this was a fated match. A lot of healing had to go into this, though. Okay, because there's a lot of healing that had to come from this. I feel like somebody here was just so afraid of getting hurt, rejected, so they started to be like, okay, well, I don't need you. But it was coming from a egotistical place. They didn't want to be vulnerable. They didn't want to share how they really felt because they wanted to come off like, I don't miss you, I don't like you, I don't need you. But really, internally, deep within, you guys both felt the same way about each other. There was another person here for some of you. There was. I'm actually kind of getting here the Empress with the High Priestess. Somebody here knew that there was somebody else in the picture. But I don't feel like... And then there was maybe a rejection, okay? There was maybe a rejection. We have Strength, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Lovers. So somebody here really wanted to be with the other person, but they couldn't because, well, he couldn't decide what he wanted. And the reason why he couldn't decide what he wanted was because he thought he was going to end up getting played and hurt by the other person. And so he may have chose to be single or chose somebody else, or you may have decided to move on or choose, or you could be in a third-party situation right now. You decided to move on. And you might have actually really found love, found somebody here who's worth your time, who's open to vulnerability. But here there's still these two people with the Star, the Moon, the Empress. These two people are still fated to come back together. Okay, because these two people are a perfect match. They are a mirror reflection of each other. And we have the Lovers here too. I mean, come on. These two people are actually going to, in fact, have a second chance at this. Let's take a look here and see. Let's clarify it real quick. And I'm going to end your reading here. Aquarius, that is you. We have a Tower moment coming up. Tower and the Star. Okay. Aquarius, this is for you. There's something coming back. Something coming to this. There's something being shaken up in the month of August for you guys. It's you and this person. still kind of having something there. You guys still kind of feel something there for each other. Ooh, look at that. You guys are actually, your oh my God, your connection here is actually kind of divinely protected, I want to say. Okay. Something may have come between the two of you in the past, but I'm seeing here you guys are going to be brought back together, Aquarius. I see Taurus, I see Gemini, I see another Aquarius, I see Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in this reading. Reach out if you guys need a personal reading. I'm seeing this person spying on you, Aquarius, but they won't be seen, noticed. They have heard from them in a while. Somebody is spying on you and the person doesn't want to be seen. It could be you, could be them, but these two people are coming back together for sure. Aquarius, I love this reading. I told you guys this deck was, wow, powerful. It goes deep. It goes deep, and I really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Reach out if you guys need a personal reading. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys liked it. All right, bye, Aquarius.